A motorist sees a humanoid. Businessman Pablo R. was returning from a late meeting on an isolated, curvy road when he saw an intense light up ahead and immediately thought it was another vehicle with its high beams on. Suddenly the light is hidden behind a hill, and moments later it again re-emerges, still shining intensely. He was surprised at the shade of light, which wasn't white but was very bright orange in color. The light disappeared again at a curve, and then it appeared again, this time very close to the witness. The witness then slowed down in order to see the light better. At this point, he realizes that the light is shaped like a disc and is huge. The huge, bright orange disc was on the left side of the road. The witness then decided to accelerate his car and drive away from the area as quickly as possible. But at that same instant the orange light dimmed, and at the same time the car engine began sputtering, his headlights shut off, and the car came to a complete stop in the middle of complete darkness. He came to a stop and could not see anything around him, even the orange light was now gone. Moments later, Pablo heard a strange voice calling his name from the darkness. Terrified, he began to tremble. It was the only time when he felt fear, thinking that he was going to be a victim of highway robbery. But suddenly he realized that the voice was calling him by his name. He thought that it must be someone he knew, and in the darkness, he now could see a tall, human-like figure, about 1.80 meters in height, maybe even taller. The figure wore a tight-fitting semi-transparent coverall, which the witness thought was strange since it was very hot. The figure's face was normal in appearance except for its large, luminous, slightly slanted eyes. Immediately, the witness felt a sense of peace and tranquility as he and the stranger established a telepathic conversation. Using telepathy, the tall figure confirmed to the witness that he was indeed an extraterrestrial, meant him no harm, and was on Earth on a peace mission. The extraterrestrial told the witness that Earth scientists did not know about his planet since it was in a dark zone that telescopes, or other types of equipment were unable to reach. He added that using our fastest spaceships, it would take humans hundreds of years to reach his planet using our outdated technology. They traveled using a concept that did not deal with speed or distance and was totally incomprehensible to current Earth physics. The surprised witness then pointed out that the visitor was indeed human in appearance. The extraterrestrial smiled slightly and said, "Of course, on our planets we are all humans just like you. There are certain anatomical differences, but they are slight. However, what makes us much different from Earthlings is not the physical matter but the inequality of our evolutions, first mentally and then astrally and spiritually." The extraterrestrial went on to say that humans were still evolving on the physical plane, but that they were on the verge of initiating a mental and astral evolution, followed by a spiritual evolution, which would forever change humanity. But he then added that we were still a long way from this threshold. The witness then inquired about other extraterrestrial civilizations, to which the stranger replied, "Of course there are. Many come in peace, others to observe, and others are not our friends, because the forces of evil and good exist throughout the cosmos." Later, the extraterrestrial added rather cryptically, "I am authorized to answer most of your questions. You see, my contact with you was very carefully planned. Take it calmly. Remember, the time factor doesn't matter. This exchange will take only a few minutes of your time. You can ask all the questions you like. If they are concrete, I will attempt to answer them." The witness then went on to ask numerous questions, like why they didn't pick some important politician to contact. The extraterrestrial told him that politicians were not in their interests since they did not act in a spiritual manner. He added that his planet was governed by a council consisting of the most adept and intelligent of its species. It was sort of a one-planet government. The witness then asked if they believed in God. The extraterrestrial said, "Yes, but we discard the anthropomorphic concept that humans developed." He then insisted that the witness not ask any more questions about God since he was too high up to talk about him. He then added that humans only needed to love God. The witness then asked which planets in our solar system had life. The answer was that eons ago there had been life on Venus, Mars, and even our moon. There still remain many hidden bases on those planets, some of which have been detected by our astronauts and kept secret. The stranger also added that there was an advanced civilization on Jupiter's moon Ganymede that was similar to that of Earth and was striving to make contact with humans. He also added that Neptune contained a hidden civilization that was impossible for humans to see. There were countless inhabited worlds in the known universe that they knew about. They had counted more than 120,000 so far, many less advanced than that of human civilization. The witness then asked the inevitable question, what happens when we die? The answer was surprising, there is no absolute death. The different religions on your planet explain it very capably, although with some essential differences. The witness then asked, who is Jesus Christ? The answer was, somebody who you have not yet totally understood. How can we understand him better? Asked the witness. Just try to understand this. His main message was one, love, which is the way, the spiritual way, was the answer. The visitor then added, humanity should not fear us, they should only fear themselves. That is where the danger lies. At this point, the witness insisted on a clarification of the statement, but the visitor remained silent. Upon asking if there were extraterrestrials of different appearance from humans, the visitor said that evolution has not been equal throughout the universe and there exist some marked differences in some species. The visitor then discussed his home planet, saying, our planet has been inhospitable for thousands of years. A thick slab of ice, several kilometers thick, covers it. But our ancestors managed to survive and, under extreme hardships, overcame the abstractness of matter and cosmic evolution. In that way, we have been able to build vast gardens on the ice and build huge underground cities, in which there exists neither heat nor cold. Their main source of energy was a white form of cosmic energy, which they called a bushel. Finally, the witness introduced himself to the visitor, my name is Nazara Book. I am the second in command of the craft that you have seen. Forgive us for disabling your vehicle's electrical system, it is a simple method that humans will soon learn how to use. The witness said that no one will believe his story, but the visitor told him that only he has to believe it. Moments later, the figure disappeared into the darkness, and minutes later, the witness saw a large luminous disk rise into the sky and disappear from view. The witness vehicle then started, and he noticed that it was now only 2:33 a.m.